Hello, Fred. Yeah, long
Hi.
time no see.
Yeah, very long time.
Yeah, you remember me? I'm Sam from Feed the People.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, last time we gave your village 300 chickens.
Thank you very much. That was wonderful.
By the way, you remember Chris as well?
Hello, Fred.
Yeah. So so how's the chicken these days?
It was a wonderful gift. That was just at the right time. Our village was celebrating the Gonloko festival at that time. We had not been able to celebrate that festival for I don't know how long, as long as the drought has been. So those chickens were just at the right time. We cooked them up, we ate them. It was a wonderful festival.
You cooked them up? So you just ate them?
Yes, that was our festival has always been about that. We during that festival time, we cook the chickens and eat them, and it's just wonderful that you came along at that perfect timing.
And you had a feast then?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Well,
it's been so long since we've been able to celebrate that.
I think this probably would be a bit disappointed for the donors, you know. Do you know what the chicken? I think when we gave you the chicken, we gave you and the village people a briefing about how do we want you to keep, because the chicken is supposed for you to feed and not to feed, and also to give eggs so that you can sell the eggs rather than killing and eating the chicken.
No, we didn't understand this.
Oh.
No, the everyone in the village, we weren't really sure why you were giving us the chickens, but we were very happy that you're giving us the chickens just at the right time for the festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now, but is it the only way that you think of chicken? Do you think that you can actually keep them and then get eggs from them, and then you can sell the eggs and then you can make a profit from them?
Oh. We don't normally sell eggs. We just raise the chickens to eat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I just introduce to you Chris. Chris is actually an expert in the egg farming and marketing. But she will tell you a bit more about how much profit you can get out of a chicken rather than just eating them. Right.
Okay.
Because you can actually get a lot more money from selling the eggs than just eating a chicken itself.
Okay.
Normally, how would you say, do you keep any other animals and then keep them for just your daily usage, or you just sell them?
Well, right now, our village is, because of the drought, has been lasting some time now. We've actually had to kill almost all of our animals because our people need to eat.
Okay.
And so, again, thank you very much. The chickens last year, I think it was 300 of them. It was just at the perfect time.
But how would you, in your daily, say, because I do understand that you need to feed your people, your village, so that to keep you survive.
Yep.
And we do understand that's the basic necessity. But in terms of ongoing, in order to sustain or maintain a daily routine of ongoing income, so that we are thinking actually giving you the chicken, they can actually produce eggs and then you can sell them. So that is instead just of feeding you on that one occasion for the celebration, which also we appreciate is very important. But in order next year, how about next year's celebration? How about the day-to-day consumption? We would like to help you guys on that. So that's why we are quite keen to explore, apart from just eating the chicken.
Okay.
Actually, you can try to keep raising the chicken, and then they can help producing the eggs. And actually, based on our project or cooperations with other villages, when they keep the chicken, actually normally they can keep for 2 years, and then every day they can produce quite a number of eggs, so that once in the market you sell them, and then quite a profitable way of doing business, because very often in Hong Kong, say for example, the market nowadays, we are quite very keen on having organic eggs that keep the people very healthy lifestyle, and each egg actually costs $4
At least.
at least.
Yeah. Well, normally a chicken, I think if you buy it from the market, would cost you less, around 100 to 200, depending on the quality, isn't it? But for the eggs, quality egg can sell for, if it is big enough, it can actually sell for $8. But let's say a normal price, $4 each. And then in a year, a chicken can actually produce up to 270 to 300 eggs a year. And you can imagine how much money you can get out of it. Right?
Okay. Well, yeah, we just don't have this sort of idea of this because we're not traders normally. So, we tend our things and we raise them and we keep them and we just raise them for food. But the problem right now is because of the drought. We just don't have enough food. So to meet our just daily needs, people are going to have to eat the chickens. So I'm just not sure how to go about it because if someone is starving, they're going to see the chicken and so this is the situation we're in at the moment. We're just barely getting by. We can maybe.
But just first of all, just want to get your preliminary thinking on when we're talking about let's have an egg produce every day, and then you have an ongoing income. How does it sound to you? Instead of eat them in one go.
Again, it's a new idea for us. It does sound okay. I mean, I have other questions about because we don't have any customers. How do we? Who do we sell the eggs to? I don't.
Yeah. Feed the People, we are an organization and we do have connections with other trade association. We established a network with them already, which could help you. In fact, there are a number of support that we can give you in addition to helping you to sell the eggs. We can also because we do raise quite a bit of money, could also help you say how you set up the farms to raise the egg, and I think we can also supply with you the initial round of the food for the chicken, so that you can get started. But of course, once you got the money, then you can actually support yourself, and quite a lot of other villages has actually done that before, and then they actually it's turned to be quite a good economic growth for them.
Okay, good. It's interesting to us. I think it has some potential. But again, like I said, we're just the people in my village right now are just hungry. So they see the chicken and they can't wait.
What help do you want Feed the People help your people to say educate them and tell them?
Well, I think that one, the education is good, but I think that if we can have a few extra more chickens to help us get through this drought time, so that we can eat some and raise some, maybe that would be okay. I'm just speaking practically. So.
I understand that. You really have to have food to because you are the farmers. You have to have food for yourself before you can actually go to do a bit further farming for the future.
Well, that's the problem is the drought is here, and so the farm is not producing much at all.
Yeah. Okay. And I think we can do some sort of scientific calculation to find out among the 300, can we allot some of them for food, maybe a few, and then while we wait for the chickens to grow and then give you eggs, and then you can start selling the eggs. Because once you got the first batch of eggs sold, you got the money, and then you can actually buy some food. You don't really need to just feed on the chicken, isn't it? And you don't need to limit yourself to only eat chickens. You can eat other food as well.
Yes, yeah.
So that's I also echo back to Sam's idea, because I think in terms of ongoing and make it sustainable, obviously you must have some, right here, to be frank, have some discipline here to keep the chicken, and then they produce the eggs, and then you sell them, which we can support, help networking, marketing, and make the channel works for that, so that you have money reinvest, and then you can buy other foods as well. So I think kind of a very making the ideas knowledgeable, or making them the other villages, they are aware of what's going on and what's the impact. Just maybe holding it a bit, and then
I think that would be necessary. Yes, to help show what can happen.
Yeah.
Maybe we can arrange some of the elders in the village to go visit the other village.
Yeah, we are very happy to share our knowledge and the experience that we gain from other villages with your people, and then to help you get through this difficult period.
Yeah, because right now, maybe we can look at it this way. Maybe right now we need some aid because of the drought. And that aid is just food for our people. Otherwise, there may be people who die. And then we have this extra amount of chickens that can be raised.
Though those are for you to generate your income.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I think that might be a way to do it, but I don't know. If you have enough chickens.
Now, of course, as I said, we have to be very disciplined. Probably, you cannot just take that and then making thought that it is a feast for every day. So we only need to be very sensible, and also we would also help you to find maybe whether there will be other sources of food rather than just feeding on chicken. So that you need to really reduce your consumption to the really, really minimum, and so to wait for the chicken to grow up and then give you eggs, and then you would have the income back.
I understand. I understand. But again, like I said, if you just give us chickens right now, I know what I'm hungry.
Yeah. I know.
So I cannot. If I wait for the chicken to produce eggs and things like that, my tribe will die.
Here's another suggestions which we have helped other villages as well, because this is we are very committed as make it ongoing, as we keep mentioning, so that in terms of other villages, we also give them some number of chickens. And then actually they also experience similar situation like you, their hunger of food, so that they eat some of them. But obviously they have the discipline to keep some of the chicken for future production of eggs. And then once they make investment on that money, actually they kind of, we make it as a loan arrangement. We make it, say for example, we still, for example, we donate 300 eggs, which you make a plan on saying, I eat 100 and then keep the other 200. But for the other 200, you can produce some eggs and then generate some income. And then for the income, actually you can make profit. Whatever you raise another generation of chicken or whatever. But kind of we make it as a loan, so that you and the villages, you also, first of all, you know what's the discipline where I need to, and actually this is quite a good motivations for the group as a whole to make it as a teamwork. I need to keep and make an effort to generate the income on that. Which is quite successful. We turn out in other villages. And obviously, again, we are not just putting the chicken to you and then just go on. We actually do quite a lot of support and work out the marketing, raising the chicken, and then how to produce another generation's all kind of food, because we do want to make your life sustainable on that.
Okay, interesting. So you give us some chickens, and then also loan us some chickens. How does that?
But at the end of the day, obviously, we need to keep the maximum number because at the end of the day, we have limited money as well for our organization, and then we also need to support other villages as well. So that's why, in terms of the number, actually we work on what's the feasible number on that, and I think it also will help when you go back to your other villages and then come back to us. What's the estimated number of food that you need to sustain? And then get through this difficult situation.
I think we can be creative because we are making a loan. We don't actually need to loan you the chicken. We can actually loan you some money so that you can buy some food.
Yeah.
Because chicken actually is quite expensive. But if you buy crops, then that is probably not as delicious as chicken. But you can also survive, keep the villages survive, and then you can actually have the energy to raise the chicken then. So we can, if it is a loan, I think it is easier for us because the donor would give us a very strict a mandate of how we use the money to help the villages, but they would not give us this kind of strict control in terms if it is a loan, because the loan is supposed you really have to repay to the organization to feed the people.
Okay.
How does it sound?
Well, we are simple people, so in our village, we don't really use money too much.
I know.
So I mean, it's barter. It's this for that and that. So
let's just assume that it's a barter then.
We're not used to the money.
Okay,
money sort of thing.
we give you some food in advance, but at the end you have to return us as with eggs or with chicken. Then you know that these are things that you are only taking as an advance, and you have to repay. But when you are doing that, we're also helping you to establish your own farm, and then to make sure that you would have a recurring income from your eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I can assure you that we have experience in other villages, and then they succeeded, and then some of villages actually improved quite a lot, and then they actually get money so that they can build school for the kids, and then they can also build clinics. It's because they all the years that they have done in keeping the chicken and keeping to the discipline, of course. It's not just to eat the chicken.
No. I understand that. The previous, we thought it was a gift.
Okay.
So we didn't understand.
Okay, no worry. I think can I suggest that we probably need to organize a sort of gathering with your village people, especially with the other elders, to explain to them what the whole thing. Tell them. Give them a clearer plan about how we move forward, and then we will send some specialists then to help you to build up the farm and then to start raising the chicken.
Yeah, it's still difficult during the drought conditions. I'm still a little bit worried because the chickens, they need water and food and things like that. Is there something that you might be able to help in that? You said be able to give us some food to start off, right?
Yeah, the loan. It's not give. We'll be able to loan you something. But I think there are also other organizations. Maybe see if we can knock on the door, because there are other non-profit organizations that help people dig out the wells in very dry lands, and then they actually
that would be wonderful.
They actually can overcome the drought by getting water from underground water.
We just have enough water for our people right now. We don't have enough water for our fields.
Let's extend our network to see how those other organizations can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So if I'm hearing you correctly, so we have some chickens that you will give to us for a gift, and then a loan of something.
Some food,
so some food
to help you get through the difficult period.
Okay. And so we can take care of the chickens
Yeah.
and maybe eat some, but not all of them,
Yeah.
and then we can have the food for ourselves as
Yes, yeah.
well. Okay, that would be very wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
great.
All right. So then maybe we'll fix a time to meet with your village people later then.
Okay, very very interested in the people who are able to help with the water
Okay.
too. Yeah. That
Sure.
would be
All right.
very good.
Sure. Okay. So thank you very much, Fred, for your time.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Chris and Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do hope that we could help you get through this difficult period.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you for your help.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Okay.